This is Donna Brown with Virginia Cook & Associates Real Estate, and I'm here with another Donna Brown Real Estate moment. This time, it's on Proposition 19 on the 2020 ballot in November. And boy, it's a doozy, so here we go. Okay, so Proposition 19 has a good side and a bad side, like all of us, right? So in the spirit of being positive, let's start off with the good things. So the good things is that Proposition 19 allows people 55 and over, severely disabled, or victims of wildfire or natural disasters to transfer their property tax bill not just once, not just twice, but up to 3 times, and not just within the county, but within the whole state, which is a great idea. In fact, the California Association of Realtors proposed that in 2018, but it failed. So what did the California Association of Realtors do? Well, they tried it again, except now there's a tax sweetener that is pretty expensive. So before we get too far in the weeds on Proposition 19, let's just talk very briefly about Proposition 13, because that's what we're really after here when you get down to it. Proposition 13 passed in 1978, and it gave Californians kind of a financial stability and understanding of what their future tax bills could be, because the taxable value could only be increased 2% annually, and it only was reassessed during a transfer of title. Then in 1986, Proposition 58 passed. That was a constitutional amendment allowing transfer of certain kinds of properties from parent to child without sticker shock of reassessment. 1996 took it even further with Proposition 153, which included transfer from grandparent to grandchildren of certain kinds of properties. There's a few exclusions to that, but that's basically what we're talking about. So what does Proposition 19 do to all these things? Proposition 19 would take away those benefits, and we're talking about the transferability from parent to child, grandparent to grandchildren. The only way out of this reassessment is for you as the inheriting person to move into the property as your own personal residence. But let's imagine here for a moment, most of us are in our 30s, 40s, 50s, hopefully if we're lucky, older, when we inherit properties from our parents or our grandparents. And we probably have our own life, our own home, our own spouse, our own partner, our job, our life, basically. But in order to not have that house be reassessed and or lose it to the whole family is for you to take up where you're at and just move right into another place. Can you do that? Can you do that at this point in your life? And then take it from the person who's leaving it to the family. Imagine you've worked your whole life, hard, and that includes maybe a farm, for example. You've worked so hard to be able to leave that property to your family and finding out that they can't have it because they can't afford to pay the tax. And then add into that Proposition 21. I have another video on that on my YouTube channel, but that's Proposition 21. That's rent control. If that passes and mom or dad or grandma and grandpa rent that property out and you inherit it, you can't even raise the rent high enough to pay for the new property tax that you have to pay. So not only are you selling at a distressed point in your life where you have to sell to pay the property taxes, and don't you even imagine that those buyers aren't aware of your situation? So instead of getting top dollar or fair market value, you may not get any offers at all. In fact, you might even see a foreclosure, and that's pretty ugly. The California Legislative Analysis indicates that 40 to 60,000 families will be affected by this. That's every single year. And how much money will that generate for the state of California? We're talking about billions. That's billions with a B, capital, underlined, and italics. That's a lot of money. This is the undoing of the spirit of Proposition 13. It's the spirit of allowing family and people to hold onto their homes and not have to sell them because of increased property taxes. Proposition 19's part about transferring the property taxes within the whole state of California for people 55 and over, severely disabled, or victims of natural disasters and wildfires has great merit. It would be good for them, and it would be good for new families coming in, opening up new areas for new people, and also allowing established people to move closer to families or hospitals or whatever they need to move to. But boy, is it at a cost. We live in a COVID world, and hopefully one day we'll live in a post-COVID world. And I get it that the state of California needs to generate more revenue. I even get it that the California Association of Realtors has proposed this, and it could increase lots of listings and lots more revenue for us, the realtors. I get that. I'm a member of the California Association of Realtors. That's me. I get it. But in my book, it's never right to do the wrong thing. Period. It would virtually eliminate the transfer of properties from parent to child, grandparent to grandchildren, because some of those property taxes could go up maybe 5 times or more at the transfer of those properties. So a yes vote on Proposition 19 would increase the times that the property tax base can be transferred from 1 to 3 times and throughout the state of California rather than just selected counties. It would also require that all properties that are inherited that aren't used as a principal residence, that would include second homes or rentals, be automatically reassessed and the taxes automatically increased to the current value of the home. A no vote maintains the one-time property tax-based transfer, and it keeps it within the counties, not the whole state, but it also allows inherited properties to be transferred from parent to child and grandparent to grandchildren. That's pretty much it. To me, it's too bad you can't vote for one half and not the half, but they go together. So you choose. In the meantime, if you like these videos, please subscribe to my channel. There should be a little link down here somewhere. And I have a video on Proposition 21. I've got one on Proposition 15. And I'll try to have some more fun things because this is not that fun, but it's kind of important. So I hope to see you soon. And in the meantime, bye-bye.